Good evening. My name is John Hurl, and it is an honor to welcome all of you to the 2015 Gateway Technical College Associate Degree of Nursing pinning ceremony. On behalf of my graduating class, I would like to welcome Dr. Brian Albrecht, the President of Gateway Technical College. We would like to extend a warm welcome to Zena Haywood, the Executive Vice President Provost, Ann Wilkinson, the Department Chair of Nursing, and Trustee Board members. We thank you for joining us here tonight. So I wrote out a cuss scenario for this speech. For those of you who don't know what cuss means, no, it's not a swear word, that'll be a little inappropriate. It's an acronym we use in nursing when speaking with the medical team. C is what are our concerns, U is what we're uncomfortable with, S is if we have any safety concerns, and another S is if we have any suggestions to the plan of care. So now that we understand this, let me tell you what went into writing this speech. I'm concerned about not representing my fellow classmates well enough. I'm uncomfortable talking about myself. An enormous safety issue is any risk for stuttering. My suggestion is, well, let's just pray I don't screw this up. First, I want to thank Gateway and all the wonderful instructors we had throughout this program. Your support and enthusiasm for the nursing profession and the future generation of nurses does not go unnoticed. Words cannot describe our appreciation. The amount of time and effort you put into us students is recognized. Without you and your dedication, we would not be here today. We are forever indebted to you. Thank you so much for everything. I didn't come into Gateway like the majority of the students you see up here today. I got my LPN first and I started working, and then after 3 years, I decided, well, it's time to finish my RN. So my first class in the program was with Jodine. She said it was really important to build study groups. And since I didn't know anyone, I'm looking around the class and no one was talking to me. And my first thought was, well, this isn't good. But when the class ended, I had 3 students come up to me and asked me if I would join them in their study group, and I was blown away. As a complete stranger, that meant a lot to me. Their kindness was just unbelievable. But this wasn't an isolated incident. This kind of support was consistent throughout my entire experience here at Gateway. I would not be here today if it weren't for the support that you see of these students standing next to me. I feel honored and privileged to stand here next to them. We all got into nursing for different reasons. Whatever the reason, it was something that kept you motivated, because if it didn't, you wouldn't be here today. For me, I joined the Marine Corps right out of high school. I was 19, and within 11 months, I was deployed to the most dangerous city in Iraq. The city was in rubble, the families were torn apart, schools were destroyed, and roads were destroyed. And I thought to myself, this is my opportunity to help these people. But as the deployment went on, that just didn't happen. The city was too dangerous, there was so much combat. After I got out of the Marine Corps, I decided I needed to help people. So I chose nursing. I really didn't know anything about the profession except that they help people. So I started classes. But as time went on, my past crept up on me. The things I've seen and done didn't leave me, and I didn't know how to deal with it. Then my dad passed away, and then I didn't know how to deal with that either. I constantly questioned myself and my abilities of ever becoming a nurse. But I got some help from some wonderful people, and I continued on. It's times like this where you realize what you're capable of. But you don't have to go to war to figure that out. In fact, I hope you don't ever have to go to war. But whatever adversity you went through this process has made you guys who you are today. You guys can do anything now. Winston Churchill stated, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." I don't think there is a single graduate in this room who hasn't dealt with some sort of adversity or failure throughout the course of this program. The reason you see these individuals up here is because they found it within themselves to overcome whatever adversity was in their way in pursuit of their dreams. We also need to not forget why we became nurses. On those long and exhausting 12-hour shifts, where everything just seems to not go right, we need to always remember that we are privileged to be in a position to take care of somebody when they are at their worst. Because when they are at their worst, we need to be at our best. So when things get hard, just take a step back, take a breath, and remember why you are there, and the patients who are relying on you to keep them safe. John Usage told us that only 15% of the country knows what we know, and it's our responsibility to share that knowledge with our patients and communities. To go along with what John taught us, Nelson Mandela stated, "Education is the most powerful weapon in which you can use to change the world." Congratulations to my graduating class. If we keep doing what we're doing, we can change the world. And let us now begin our pinning ceremony. Thank you.